Okay, in second period, we will try to understand the code is where. Now here in second period, so here I need to put, that is what, string. So what do you mean of this string? Try to understand. So that use client send input stream that will be converted into a Unicode character, encoding character. So that will be again converted to your string. Okay, that will be stored in this variable. You can keep anything, yeah, doesn't matter. So now, so we can comment here simple. That is what for your reference. This UTF means, I told you that Unicode translation format. It is three types. Okay, it is three types. Three types. Three types are what? UTF-8, 8, comma, UTF-32, UTF-16, 16, okay, comma, UTF-32. Comment here, okay. So three types, Unicode translation format, three types are there. So this method read UTF method, where is that method? This read UTF method reads that string encoded in UTF-8 format. Okay, this read UTF read method. Read UTF method. That method is of what class? Data. This read UTF is a method of data input stream class that will be accessed with the object. Okay. So this read UTF method, okay, it reads what? Reads a string which is encoded in UTF-8 format, encoded in UTF-8 format. Okay. So whenever client sends a string, client sends a text, that will be a string that will be encoded into Unicode encoding character. Okay. So that Unicode encoding character, so means that is Unicode translation format. This client sends a text that will be in this format, UTF-8 format, Unicode translation format. Okay, that will be converted into again string by this read UTF method. That is part of your data input stream class accessed with the object. So means this bracket means we are getting again string again. That string is stored in this string str value. You can keep any x, y, z. Doesn't matter. You can keep simply x. Otherwise, yes, x. Okay, no issue. So now after that, what happened? So now you get a printout of system dot out dot println. Okay. Or simply you call that x. X is a variable. Okay. After that, you need to do what? You need to close this socket object. Where is that object? This is created for the server socket class. We need to close this object. Okay. Now you write this ss dot close. So this much of program we have written for the server side. Okay. Now your try block closed. So by this, you clearly understand this. This is your close flower brace and try block starts with. If you click on this, you will get the open brace here. It indicates it is marked here. So within this, nothing is here. Only one line of code, some comments, 2 lines of code. These are 2 lines of code. After that, one more line of code is this one, 3 lines of code for this string conversion. Okay, 4 lines, and that value stored, string value stored in this variable print, and this object closed of your server socket. This is the after that catch a block. So I did told you that try block will be associated with the along with the catch block. So this is for your this is for catch block close. This is for your main method. Where is your method? Once you click here, you will get the main method. This is you click here, you will get this. You are seeing this marker. So this is the main method. Close. Open here. Close. If you click on this class is it is marked. So now this is you have written the if you run this code, but you will not run here. We need to go through command prompt. Okay. So for one application, command prompt, this is for what this is for your what this is for your server application. Okay. And after that, one more command prompt we need to open for client application. So after that, we need to compile and run them. Okay, first of all, I have created this one for server application. Okay, now if you run this, let us see what happened here. Okay. Now you create one more application that is for one more file that is for your client. Now come here, show and run commands, Java, create Java project, no build tools. Go for your computer. Here you see here VS Code. Click on this folder. Put a file name here. You write like this client one. Enter here. You now you will get this here. Okay. Under this source file, you change this default .java file. You rename it. What you rename like what you know. You need to do what. This is what client one. You enter now. Maximize this. Now your file is client1.java. You change this name as client one. Okay, client one. Because your file name, class name equal to your file name, client one. Now I told you that this is the main class and this is the main method. This is the default statement. If you don't want to keep it, remove it. So initially we will get one class and one method, main method. So you comment here same, you need to comment here what socket programming for you, socket programming for what? Socket programming, you write here. Socket programming for what? Client application. Huh? Okay. So socket programming for client application. Okay. Now, as I told you, that same thing we need to import. That is what import java dot io dot star termination. Same one more package import java dot net dot star termination. Now all the classes of this input output package and .NET package, they will be okay. They will be called, as I told you, that for socket programming for connection oriented, two classes will, here it is connection oriented. Okay. So connection oriented. Now come down. So I told you that connection oriented two classes will be used: server socket comma socket classes will be used for. So I will use socket class for the client side. Come within this main method. In this main method, you comment here, create application for client. Okay. So first of all, you take the socket class, create the object for the socket class, object, suppose simply yes. Anything you can take here. New, okay, socket. This is the syntax. As per syntax, I have created the object for the socket class. Next, within this, you need to do what? But we need to do one, as I told you, that this must be kept in try block. Okay. Try block is part of your exception handling. So normally the try blocks will be try and catch blocks will be used to handle the errors. If any error occurred, in try block, so that will be handled by this catch block. Okay. If any error occurred by this try block, that will be handled by this catch block. Okay. That is printed as a printed here, that exception. Exception means error. If any error occurs in this try block, from this try block, whatever if any instructions, whatever I had written, if they give any error means exception, that will be stored in this variable as an object. Okay. Is a variable, it holds that error, so that will be printed by this printout, that exception, which type of exception it is. Now here your socket class, here we need to pass two parameters. One is that host name of the server. We need to pass what? We need to pass two values, host name. Under this constructor, it is a constructor, na? Constructor of the word, constructor of socket class. Constructor of this socket class. So within this constructor, we need to pass two values. Host name of server or IP address, or address, comma, port number. These two values we need to pass here. Okay, here in this constructors, socket class constructor. So host name of server. So we will pass the string type, okay, as a local host. Why this server is running on same system, so we will pass this, and that port number, where is that server? Open this server one, client one. So you open that open file from where client one. So it is already client one. We need to get what? Server one. Open file from where? In this VS Code Java. This server one. Within this server one, under this source files, server one. So this is the server one code we have written, and this is what client. Okay. So what is the port number here? I have passed. Where is the port number? This is the 666. So 46. So you come here, client side, you pass that 6666. Okay. No, this is okay. This is kept under try block. Now you come down one more. We will take a class name of data input stream of what input out package. So if it is take object as this one, it is in this constructor, I need to pass. I need to call this the method of this socket class, that is s dot, okay, get s dot get input stream. This is the method input stream. Now this is the method. You put method is closed. Okay. Now you need to word. This is giving error. Why? Because you are calling capital letter, small letter. You have small letter. So now this get input stream is we need to get what? Get output stream. Input stream is used to read output stream, because why means client sending a text. So client send a text means it writes to the client, writes to the server. So we need to output stream. What it does? Output stream writes a string to server. So data output stream, we need to use this class of input output package. The object created new keyword data output stream here. Output stream. Okay. This is what capital letter. We need to give. That's why it's giving error. Data output stream. Why it is giving error? Get output stream. We need to write what here? Output. What is okay, na? So now after this much of code I have written, first of all, I have explained in the server time. Here, try to understand. So under this try block, socket class, for this socket class, object created, okay. And within the constructor of socket, this is the constructor. This is the constructor of the socket class, construct a special method. Within this method consists of brackets, parentheses. Within this, we need to pass two parameters, localhost, comma, port number. So actually within this, we need to pass host name of the server or IP address and port number. So here, host name of server is what? Localhost. Why? Because it is server is running on the same system. Okay, and this port number. After that, this class data output stream, that is part of your input output package, object created. Within this constructor, I need to call the method of this socket class. The method is called get output stream. So this method is part of socket class that will be accessed by the object. This S is object. So this get output stream will what it does, it it writes the text to server. Okay, get output stream. Sends, write means sends. Okay, sends a text. Text means string. Text to server. This is a client application. We are creating application for client. Okay, now that will be stored in a where client application. This is what. Okay, after that will be read by write UTF method. That will be read by write UTF method. Method is always brackets. Okay, termination. But that method will be accessed. This write UTF method will be accessed by object is dot is dot. Why? Because I told you that this write UTF method is the method of what? Your whom. Object means where is that object? Is the object. You can keep anything. Okay. This method, write UTF method, is a method of your data output stream class that will be accessed by the object. So object is what? This one. So once you need to pass here that text. So we initially I told you that client will send a text to server. So client sends a text to the server. Okay. By this method. Okay. That is what that it sends a text that will be read by this one. No, actually this method get output stream method allows to write a text to the server. So that server will be that text is what you send a hello, how are you? Okay, this text, this is to be sent to our server. Okay, now try to come here. Now what you need to flush. Flush is what? Is flush is one more method. So this flush means this method flushes means forces the this text, okay, which is in the buffer memory. Buffer memory means the temporary memory which stores the data. So this flush method forces this data. Okay. This is the method of what? Data output stream. Okay. Now after this word, you terminate this one. Next, you close this object. What is the object created for the socket class? This object to be closed. Now you just dot close. Close. Okay. Now terminate. Okay. Two objects we need to close. Two objects created. One is created for our socket class. One is created for your data output stream. So once it is flashed, now that object will be closed. Okay. After that, the socket object also closed. Now that is what. Now see, this is what. This is for try block, catch block. This is the catch block closed. This is your word. This is your word for where method. But what about the class? Class has no any method. Open brace. You need to keep brace. Open brace here. It is to be closed here. Okay, if you click this, your class is selected here. This brace. Now we have written the code for what? Client application. Client application. So if you run this code, what happened? Try to understand. What we are getting, if you want to re-enable it, run import module, this is what, okay. If you compile this code, this is the connection refused, no issue. So now we open so what we did here, we have written the code for the client application. So now in the command prompt, we need to use two command prompt for one is for server and one is for client. Within this, you cd, okay, come backslash with the, okay. Under this, you write cd new, enter. Find the path cd new. So as I told you that two command prompts we need to open, one for client and one for server. So suppose if it is server, here like this, you do one thing, you do from the client cd backslash. So you will come to the, by this you will come to the root directory. See, here we need to go for a new directory. You need to go for a new directory. If you cd new, it will give error because cd means change directory. Cd backslash means it comes to the root directory, change directory to root directory. So cd new means change directory to no, but it gives error. Okay, it is okay. Now it understood that. Okay, now here first time I tried to come down. That moment it has given this much of error. The system cannot find the path specified. I come to the root directory. I requested for put a command cd change directory new, but it gives error. System cannot find the path specified. So I have created a directory by make directory md new and then change directory new. So now it is okay. Now it is okay. Both are in. Now you do one thing. You you compile our file by the Java compiler. What is our server one dot Java? Okay, that is our server side file name. There is our server side file name. This is server one. This is our server one dot Java file. Okay, and where is that? This is our client. This is our server one. My class name is server one and my file name is server one. So server one client one dot Java is my file name, my class name. So within this here, I am using Java compiler to compile Java compiler for what? Server one dot Java. Okay, dot Java file. Okay, next enter. Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command. Okay, because I need to give here path. I have not given the path, so that's why it is giving error. So no issue. The path is very important. Here also you need to Java C client one dot Java. Okay, client one dot Java. C client one dot Java. You enter. Java C is not recognized. You will get this type of error, means your path is not given for the Java. You have not given the path is the path. You have not defined the path for the Java. Okay. So that's why it is giving error. Okay. So if we need to give the path, so whomever have given the path, so like this, okay, whatever the message sent by the client, that message put in where? Here in the bracket. Client put in, what is the client has, that message is where? Client message, client. This is the message, hello, how are you? This message will be displayed on server side console like this. Okay, message, hello, whatever. Okay. Message. So you can get like this, okay? So next time we will discuss this one, okay? Because if I want to give the path, so it will take some more time. So next Friday we will discuss that. You practice at your end, okay? So if you are getting the path problem, so you go for how to set the path. Come here, Java regex basics. You come here, set how to set path. Okay, you read this topic, how to set path in Java as per this. Okay, and JDK bin folder. Okay, within the bin folder, we need to set the path. If our Java file outside of the bin folder, so we need to set the path. There are two ways. As per this, set that path. So try to understand how to set the path, temporary path. Okay. So the temporary path will be given like this. See, where should I go? First of all, you need to go into your computer. In the computer, you need to find out that where is your Java. Java in program files. In the program files, I have not found any Java. Okay. So after that, one more program file that is for 86. It is written like this, na? So okay, you come here, you can search, you can get this folder, Java. Okay, you click here. Okay, this is Java runtime environment 1.8. You click here and bin folder. You click on this bin folder. Now this much of address you are getting. This much of address you are getting. So means local disk, program files, Java JRE 1.8. You click on this and you know you copy this code. You copy. Okay. Now come here. Here you under this change directory new, no? So it is under new. Initially we come from this to root directory. Here I tried to change new directory, but it told that can't find the path. So I have created a make directory new, and then create directory new is created. So next CD change directory new. So next it is come to change it to new directory. Under this set path, you need to write like this. Now here put your mouse and right click paste. So this is the bin directory. Okay. Now under this you compile that one. So you go for this is the client. This is the this is the client command prompt. This is your server side. You run here Java C compiler for what server 1 dot Java. Okay. Now you run this one, not recognized as an internal, still it is giving error. Even though path is set. Otherwise, one more. Okay. So what I did here, try to understand. Set path by temporary, I have given the path like this. Set path is equal. I have gone to that my here in my drive. See here in the my only one drive I have within this program files. This is the Java. Okay, within this JRE 1.8 and the bin. Okay, bin. Okay, under the bin folder. Okay, under the bin. So this is the address I have copied. This address I have copied the total address. Copy and I come down here. This is one for server and another for command prompt. So I have pasted this address. After that I tried. This is temporary set path. Okay, set path temporary. So it's not getting. So what I did here, I went for here. See, here I typed was temporary. That is temporary path setting. One more path setting, permanent path setting. So you type here control panel. Control panel. Click on here control panel. Click on this control panel. Come down here. Your control panel is open. Here system and security. Click on the system and security. Click on system. Okay. Here you under the system try to see advanced settings. Advanced system setting. If there's no any, you type here advanced system settings. View advanced system settings. Click here. This tab will be open. This is called system properties. Under this, computer name, hardware, advanced system protection remote. This is the advanced tab. So under this advanced tab, come down here, click on this environment variables. Okay, click on this. Where is that? So this disappeared. Click on advanced system settings. So advanced, click on environment variables. So here two user variables for Krish, system variables. You click on user variables new. Click on new. So here you put a name for this. Okay, anything you can keep anything. Put, suppose I have previously I have put path. This is the okay. You keep any variable name, anything you can. After that, you paste that value. Okay, the path value. Put a variable name. Okay, put suppose path is variable. Permanent setting of path setting. Then click on OK. One time OK. You click on one more time. Okay. Now one more time. Now your permanent path set for your what JDK. Now once it is permanently set here, you share compile Java C and that is what server one dot Java. This is our server one dot Java file. Where is that? Under this program, you click on server one dot Java. This is our class name server one. Our file name server one dot Java. So come down here. Where is that? This is server one. Java is server one dot Java. Okay, now you run it, but it is not able to. So you do one thing, you go for change directory backslash. You come to root directory. You go for again. What is our? Where is that? This is users Krishna. Users Krishna. You go there. Change directory users. Change that. From here, you try to see Java C. Java C. Server one dot Java. Server one dot Java. So it is still, it is not. So I told you that how to set the paths. Okay, you try from your side. Almost it is time 9:54. We will discuss on next Friday. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Jai Hind. I'm going to terminate this session. Stop this sharing. And this one.